listening to Radio Salam, the voice of connection, culture, and community. Broadcasting from Winnipeg, Canada. Radio Salam brings together stories, voices, and experiences from the Arab world and beyond. Our mission is simple: inspire, uplift, and empower. From heartfelt conversations to cultural insights, community dialogue, perspectives. This is your space to listen, to speak, and to belong. Radio Salam, where every voice matters and every story deserves to be heard.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. مرحبا بكم كل المشاهدين والمشاهدات الكريمات لراديو السلام. معنا الحلقة التي انتظرناها مدة طويلة مع الأستاذ السي إلياس عيناس بن مدينتنا الحبيبة سيدي يحيى الغرب. السي إلياس Professor Ilyass Ainanass is number 17 among the participants that participate with me in this collective book Humanity Unites Us. Give you summarize about Ilyass. Ilyass Ainanass is a communication of soft skills trainer with honor 13 years of experience in professional development and leadership training. He is part of the OFPPT in Morocco, the National Public Leader in Vocational Training in Morocco. He has worked with executive engineers and entrepreneurs across Morocco and internationally, helping them enhance their communication, mindset, and performance. After surviving all life, and this is a sad story, but alhamdulillah, Professor Ilyass, he learned a lot. Maybe I will ask him a question about that. After surviving a life-changing accident and 2 weeks in a coma, he transformed his life mission toward human growth, emotional intelligence, and meaningful contribution. He is one of the contributors to the collective Canadian book Humanity Unites Us, where he shares his personal journey and human vision of connection, resilience, and hope. In this radio discussion with Ilyass, we'll share powerful reflection on humanity, the impact of education, and the role of communication in building unity between people beyond culture, religion, and background. And welcome, Professor Ilyass, and I am glad to be with me in the platform of Radio Assalam, and I thank you.
Hello.
Thank you very much. You are welcome. Welcome, Ilyass. Do you hear me?
Hello, Mr. Absalam. How are you? I'm very glad, of course, to be invited, of course, in this outstanding opportunity. I thank you for this invitation, and yes.
Thank you, Ilyass, for accepting my invitation to participate with us. And as you know, brother, Professor Ilyass, that if we are not Kuma by religion, we can be Kuma by homeland. If not homeland, we can be Kuma and in same page and in same way by humanity. And this is the title of our book, Humanity Unites Us. You are never 17 because I'm looking for 20%. I am almost to reach the dream. And the first question to all participants is, how do you define humanity from your experience, Professor Ilyass? Professor Ilyass, do you hear me? How do you define humanity?
Yes, Mr. Absalam, first of all, thank you for this kind of invitation. And before I begin, I just want, of course, like to express my deep appreciation for this kind of invitation and this kind of initiative. Humanity unites us in a world where conflict is louder than reason and division spreads faster than understanding. And I deem, of course, like this project comes as a necessary human awakening, right? It reminds us that before we are different in nationality, religion, language, or culture, we are human first.
Right.
And I vehemently consider this book is more than a collection of writings. It is a meeting point of minds and hearts. It brings together voices from around the world, different uh, uh, perspectives and different experiences, but united by one message. What connects us is far stronger than what separates us. I believe deeply in this project because I have lived what it stands for. Humanity is not a slogan, as a title. It is a responsibility. It is how we treat each other, how we lift each other, and how we choose compassion over indifference. However, and through education, meaningful dialogue, and shared, we can say, human stories like the ones, of course, in this book, we can build bridges that no hatred and can of course like can destroy. And I'm honored, of course, like to be part of this collective work. And I hope today or today's conversation will be an invitation for reflection, hope, unity, because at the end, one day, nations rise with the science and economy, but the only last, but it only lasts with humanity. And I think this is was, of course, like as an introduction, of course, like to this kind of initiative that we want, of course, like to cherish and to be proud of it. And we thank Radio Salam for this kind of this important idea of humanity, that in spite of that we are different in religion, in culture, in perspectives, we share humanity. We are all human beings. And thank you, Mr. Absalam, for this kind of invitation.
Thank you, Professor Elias. And we go to second question, Professor Elias. What are the common traits that unites humans and allows peaceful coexistence? What are the
Yes.
intersection?
So,
Yes.
yes, if you want, of course, like to define first humanity, how we define, of course, like this aspect of humanity is humanity to me is not an abstract, right, concept or just a word of or a banner as a title, right? It is the ability to place human being at the absolute center. It is the pivotal point. It is the center of attention of every action, every thought, every decision, of course, like we make in life. And I know this on a very fundamental level because I experienced the edge of death and was given a return ticket after my accident. And I think you know this very much. Waking from 2 weeks coma, right? I felt life in a completely new way. The silence, the sound of heartbeat, and the small details, of course, like I've witnessed, and every gesture, every whisper, and every hand reaching to me from my family, from my beloved ones, from my friends. That of course reached or reaching me for mattered profoundly, and that experience stripped away everything superficial, right? And I realized that humanity is seen, or it is being seen, or seeing the person behind, of course, like the face, but the soul, all right, behind the labels, All right. And the true potential behind the mistake, it's the willingness to look deeper than human, right? And for me, as a trainer and a professional trainer of communication and soft skills development, I have witnessed and seen this living humanity firsthand. Students, trainees returning, checking on me, all right, visiting to reconnect, sharing with gratitude or sharing, of course, like their gratitude and their hope. And it was a proof that education and personal development create bonds that are stronger than distance, right? And now, whatever education is really important, that shares humanity and transcending status, right? Culture or religion. It is what truly unites us. Is education, is the soul, is the spirit, and education as a pivotal point, of course, like in this idea that humanity is not a word; it is a way we connect, right? Teach and uplift each other every day and increase our soul.
Thank you, Professor Elias. We make short break and we continue. Stay with us. Welcome back again. I am discussing with Professor Elias about the collective book that I am dreaming to make it here in Canada. Humanity Unites Us. And before I continue with our guest, I would like to share with you his page in Facebook.
Yes.
I am sure you will benefit from myself too. This is the page of Elias, mashallah. He doing a great job, to be honest. With youth, with everybody, he inspired people to have hope, to think positive, to share peace in the community. You will benefit a lot. I am sure you will benefit. If you check the page of Professor Elias, I am sure you will take, you will have many wisdom. You will benefit from many wisdom, as he says. Just he says about his trainees, many students. He is a lot. Even many videos he record, many episode videos with different topics. You will not regret if you check the page. This is the page of Elias. MashaAllah. Skies, trainer, a lot. You will benefit a lot. By the way, this is his participation also in the book that we did together in Morocco, and I have the book here. Yes, in this book that we did together in Morocco, the committee, it was 55%. Then we finish up by 27%, and we wrote this book. And Professor Elias also he participated in this book. And normally the idea of this book, Humanity Renaissance, it comes from this. It's born from this book that pushed me to think, what can I do to this my second pay country here in this city that where I live. I cannot speak about hospitals or schools, or this is why I choose the topic that we need here. How can we live here together as a human being? We respect differences, we respect even difference in religion, and we look at the intersection between us as human being. From here it comes this area. Thank you for all brothers, and especially brother Dr. Muhammad Uhaddo. The idea of this book, it comes from Dr. Muhammad Uhaddo, and all the brothers who participate in this book, including brother Professor Elias. So this is his page. You will benefit a lot. I will let you by this beautiful picture of Elias, and we continue our interview. Uh, Professor Elias, how can we achieve this human coexistence? How can we achieve them? Can you give me, and mashallah, you are a trainer. Can you give me something simple for people to follow up and to reach and to achieve this human coexistence?
Yes. So I would like, of course, like to thank you for sharing my profile with our audience. Of course, like they were just to demonstrate, and I really, of course, like would like to take advantage of this opportunity that, of course, like educational training help us, of course, and unites us as humanity, and it is part of our continuous improvement. And the book that we wrote in Sidia, yeah, our hometown in Morocco here, close to Kinitra, of course, like demonstrate that this kind of collaboration that is inherited, of course, uh, among us and it's us as human, that we can collaborate for development of our city, the development book that you have just showed. Yes. So what I want to say exactly, Mr. Absalam, is that, of course, like before trying, of course, like to answer this question, very very important and paramount, that the common thread is strangely simple and yet profoundly universal, and every single human being, without exception, wants to be respected, valued, and genuinely seen. And we will carry the same core emotional, of course, like needs. And I've witnessed and observed, of course, like this undeniable truth in every setting, in sterile hospital rooms, busy classrooms, and intense training sessions. When I was injured, past trainees and students came abundantly, of course, and to check on me, and they weren't obliged to do that, but it was, of course, a milestone that demonstrates really humanity, and this is really important. And for your question, that how we can, of course, like achieve this human existence, I think that coexistence is important, and it is the ability to live safely and peacefully together, and begins in heart and mind before ever codified in laws, right? And it is rooted in consciousness and continuous self-improvement, as I said before it becomes a political talking point, right? And I think there are three important points, three, that, of course, practical and powerful steps that we can take to achieve, of course, and to make it into action. Number one is education. I think education is the heart. We must teach empathy, sympathy, emotional intelligence, right? Reconnect, right? Gratitude, respect, not just alongside academic knowledge, but as a core curriculum, right?
Excuse me, Professor
We need to
Elias.
actively show people how to connect and understand diverse inner lives of others, right? I think this is number one. And number two, we need, of course, like to have a responsible media. Media is important, that we need to consciously shift the narrative. Media must highlight stories of cooperation, collaboration, and successful learning around the world, rather than constantly feeling fear, division, and or conflicts. That we focus, of course, like on shapes our shared reality. And finally, is shared educational initiatives like this program. This is a part. I think Radio Salam is a part of achieving humanity, because you invite people from Morocco, from Africa, from Europe, from Middle East. It unites us, because what really helps us is that we are part of human, right? So this is a part of educational media. That's really my son, and I really thank you again for this. Workshops are also, training sessions are also vital, when people learn to grow together, right? Working towards a shared goal, unity, and understanding. Of course, they are born, of course, like organically. All right. So this initiative is really important, of course, and I think that the bridge to peace is built in hands that teach, hearts that mentors, and minds that seeks understanding, minds that seek understanding. I think those are the core values that reflects humanity, because we are human. We must feel, all right? We better feel each other, live together, because this is the core essence of nature. Okay, Mr. Absalam, did you
Thank
get
you.
my idea? So I try first like to partake to emphasize on education as an essential
Yes.
part of humanity.
Professor Elias, you mentioned that education number one. Which age we start to educate people from early age? Which age as you mentioned, empathy, and which age we need to start to teach people these values?
Yes, can you repeat the question, please, Mr. Absalam?
Because you mentioned that education is very important. Which age we need to start to teach people these great values of
Yes.
humanity and yes.
I think humanity is not about to being, of course, like taught to people, because it is a part of us. It is something that is inherited. It is our nature to be human.
Yes.
All right, love, right, kindness, support, living together, collaboration are all nations, and of course, like we can say, of course, like attributes of humanity. So humanity is built, right, is built. We build humans, all right, we build people, we
Yes.
don't teach humanity. All right, so and this is a part of collaboration in a good, of course, like society and environment that we live in. For example, here in Morocco, and of course, like in Islam or Judaism or Christianity, they have this notion of being, of course, like as a human. All right.
Thank you, Elias. We have some comments. Read them, then we continue. This is Mehdi Wailin. We are all human. Yes, thank you. We are all human, and we said we descended from one family, Adam and Eve and Hawa, عليهم السلام. Bashir Ahmed, الصوت فيه صدى. He said that there is an echo in the voice. I don't know. أنا كان سمع الصوت. I heard the voice good. Okay, سي حسن. حسن العلوي، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. And Said Jildu, keep going, my friend Ilyas. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
also Said Jildu, I am happy for you. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you too. And Mehdi Wailin, humanity is feeling, connecting, and sharing to and with others. Yes.
Yes.
Sharing love and sharing justice too. Does not
Yes.
mean human being, just I am human being, I love, I care, but also justice and to be fair, to not wrong anybody, to not oppress
Yes.
anybody, to not accept to be abused. Yeah, we talk about humanity in general. Mehdi Wailin is so the man, if not your brother in religions, he is your brother in humanity, as our
Yes.
Prophet sallallahu
Yes.
alaihi
True.
wasallam said. Yes, sir, brother. This is why I started at the beginning. If we are not brothers and sisters in the same religion, we are brothers and sisters in the same homeland. If not the homeland, الوطن يجمعنا تجمعنا الإنسانية. We are brothers and sisters in humanity. And thank you to all of you. Continue the last question with our guest, Professor Elias. Professor Elias, from your own experience, can you share a human moment you lived or witnessed? And you mentioned that you passed through a sad experience when you had the accident, and I witnessed this. How, when did you get up? Tell us about this experience.
Thank you for this question. I think this is a very, very important question, of course, like needed to be answered. Because we are human beings and we are full of experience and expertise, and we live in harmony all together. And I have, of course, like talked about my past expertise. And one profound moment that will stay with me forever was the moment of waking up from the coma, right? And it was a flood of raw human connection, right? Feeling the warmth of my mother's hand, right? And my father's tears, and the firm, the like we can, of course, like the pressure of my hands holding mine, friends sending messages, right? Silent messages, of love, and then the incredible human tapestry of my trainees, past and present, pouring into visit, reconnect, and shower me with the encouragement. Right, their collective presence remind me that humanity is natured. Right, and it natured, and of course, it is nurtured at the same time. When we authentically invest in others, when we feel share knowledge, guidance, and genuine support, these simple and solicited acts of care from strangers, from loved ones, and from students who lives I had briefly touched become the most of course profound affirmation of life. And they showed me that kindness is our species, all right, and most powerful default setting. And life, for me, for example, like to end, right, life is measured not only by achievements, right? It's not, we don't measure life by achievement, Mr. Absalam, but by the, for example, the humanity we awaken in ourselves. It need to be awakened and raised in those we touch, our family, our friends, our beloved ones. For example, if you are a teacher, your students, if you are a trainer, if you are a manager, your collaborators and your co-workers and your colleagues. So every part of the world is shaped through humanity, Mr. Abdullah.
MashaAllah. So, Elias, like you want to see that accident, everybody they like to be safe, but sometimes it happened like what happened to you, this accident. Is that accident that leads you to know what really mean humanity?
Yes. Yes, the accident, of course, Mr. Abdullah, was as an essential part of life. And I think it is a blessing, right? Because it changed your dimension of life and your vision. For example, if you are here, it will guide you to be of course like in the right track, in the right pathway, right? It guides you. That's why I consider, of course, like that kind of accident was a milestone in my life, and it was a blessing from my God, from Allah. That sense, I think it's a blessing. It's a hiba. It's a gift from Him to feel life, to feel others, and others feel, of course, like felt me when I was in the hospital, right? And I
Subhanallah.
think to the final stage of this, that humanity is not distant, an attainable dream.
It's like, subhanallah, you
Humanity
made me.
is a conscious daily decision, right? The decision to teach, to mentor, to connect, and most importantly, to care for one another.
It's a subhanallah, you remind me, no parents sometimes, the mother and the father, they love one of their kids, they love him, but sometimes they want just to test him. If he do something wrong, they want
Yes,
just like to say something hard to him, or maybe sometimes just to slap him, but they love him. They want him
yes.
to return back. They want him to return back to them. Right?
You know, Miss, that Mr. Absalam, that I have videos that,
Yes.
of course, demonstrates, right, the feelings of my family when I was in the coma, right, period, right?
Yeah.
And I saw um, my mom, and this is really touch, it's heartfelt. It's something that is really touching, right? When you see your mother like kissing your legs,
Ah, subhanallah.
you see, this is really, I cannot, of course, like uh, forget this. It's always once I see my mom, and she is in front of me, right? I see that kind of image, that a mom that kisses, right, and touches the legs of her son, which demonstrates love. And this is a powerful and tremendous, of course, like depiction of what humanity is really. And I think it starts from our families. And in Islam, you know that al-jannah tahta aqdam al-ummahat, in English, that the heaven is beneath and is under the legs of our moms, and it is really touching, Mr. Absela.
MashaAllah, of course, because kids are the piece, the daughter or the son are a piece from the mother. As the piece, when the prophet, one of the company, asked him, "Who can I take as a companion or prophet?" He told him, "Mother." Then he asked him,
Yes.
second question is your mother. Then the third question, your mother. Then the fourth is your father. Both parents are the door of paradise. May Allah Ta'ala help us to be kind with them, to treat them gently. Before the last question, I would like to share with you this great video we see together to know the message of Professor Ilyas. Stay with us.
Just imagine this. You are up for that kind of big promotion and you have got the technical chops down, pat years of experience and impressive qualifications. But during the interview, something feels off, or the conversation with the hiring manager feels stilted, and your presentation lacks certain spark. And even though you know the answers, you struggle to articulate them clearly. So what happened? While technical skills here are crucial, soft skills are the secret weapon that can elevate you from a qualified candidate to a standout choice. So what exactly are soft skills? They encompass the interpersonal abilities that make you valuable asset in any team. And this include communication, which is articulated ideas clearly, active listening, and fostering collaboration, teamwork also, which is about building trust, sharing knowledge, and working seamlessly towards a common goal. The problem also is in trying to second a very important skill that you need, of course, like to master. Problem solving, analyzing challenges, developing creative solutions, and navigating unexpected hurdles. Adaptability also, which is adjusting your approach, embracing new ideas, and thriving in and evolving circumstances. And also, we can of course talk about leadership, which is about inspiring others, motivating them to excel, and creating a positive work culture. So now let's take a real world example. Picture with me a project team where one member possesses exceptional technical skills, but
Yes.
struggles with communication. And they might produce stellar work, but if they can't explain it clearly to their colleagues, the projects might suffer delays and inefficiencies. All right, and but vice versa. Now let's flip the script, and we can, of course, like imagine a team with members who excel in communication and collaboration, problem solving, but they and also they can bounce ideas off each other, overcome challenges collectively, and present their findings with confidence. This therefore fosters a more productive and supportive work environment, leading to better outcomes. So the good news is that soft skills can be learned and strengthened, and there are numerous resources available from workshops, courses, to online tools and mentorship programs. So we need, of course, like to invest in ourselves, to invest in our skills, and we can start by reflecting on our strength and areas of improvement, and we can practice, of course, active listening and hone our communication skills and embrace new challenges. And we need, of course, like to remember that strong soft skills are the key to building stronger relationships and navigating challenges effectively and achieving our career goals. So,
Wow,
Yes.
wow.
This I still
It's
remember this.
wait, wait,
It's
brother,
almost 2 years from now.
wait, Professor Elias. Wallahi, I am honest with you. It's strongly
Yes.
powerful. This message, it's excellent. It's excellent. I can't say it's excellent. And I
Actually,
am addressing. I will use
yes.
the word, brother Elias. I am addressing our youth, especially our youth, take the advantage and benefit from the presence. Like not only areas, there maybe there are others. Take the advantage to learn from them. Our community in Sidiya, our this small city, you have people powerful like that. Benefit from them, please. This is very very important. I know what I am saying. Like Elias, if he is in Canada, wallahi, they will open all the doors for him to benefit from him,
Thank you.
and from him his knowledge and education, and from his wisdom. This is what we have now. This is why these countries now they have strong economy, because they need these soft skills to be taught to do use
Yes,
how
yes, Mr. Absalam. One important thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you. About this video. It's really important. This video is about 2 years now, right? And I consider that you were displaying, of course, and playing this video, and so many ideas, of course, like that came into my mind, right? That of course, like I think, consider humanity is a part of is a soft skill, is a skill,
yes.
right? It's a skill that we need, of course, like to improve and to work on it, to improve it, to elevate it a little more, right? For example, we say communication. We respect others through communication is a part of humanity, right? When we think of others and we feel the feelings of others, or people that are in hunger in the world, people that are in fight, I think this is also is a part, is a skill, right? Collaboration. When you collaborate in organization at the work, for example, multinational companies. If we are not human, now I'm gonna tell you something very important. I just finished an article just a few hours ago that there is about, of course, like human-centric approach. It's called a human centric approach. What is this exactly? A human centric approach is an approach that is, of course, like that's respecting, of course, like human values inside a company, right? Collaboration, hearing,
Accept
empathy,
differences.
too many things, of course, like. And for example, for example, I'm gonna show you, for example, one, for example, in the off ppt, within the off ppt, when I was in the accident, I was in the hospital. My collaborators, like my colleagues of work, they were coming and visiting me, of course, like abundantly. All right, too many people, right. So they were really human and really caring about me, because I am the youngest. Mhm. All right, then them, but I felt, of course, like the heart, and the support, probably inner support from my colleagues. And this is a quick and really a powerful demonstration of human-centric approach now in organization.
As right, Professor Elias, when we celebrate diversity in work, in schools, in centers, anywhere it's connected with humanity. When you at this short video that we saw, when you encourage people and inspire them how to be positive, how to communicate, how to be happy, this is humanity. You share the information, and this is from humanity. We have a comment and we continue. Abdurrahim Zouini is from Sidi Hia in Hajj in Medina Munawwara. ما شاء الله. السلام عليكم. تحية لك ولضيفك
Thank you.
الكريم.
Shukran.
وعليكم
Thank you.
السلام سي عبد الرحيم. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. We have this salam from المدينة المنورة. You mentioned, Professor Ilyas, in this short video that soft skills can be learned. Is humanity can be learned too?
Humanity can be improved. I think humanity exists by nature. For
Right.
me, in me, within you, with your family, my family, everybody. There is a part of humanity.
Yes.
So humanity, I think, needs to be improved. So governments, society, decision makers need to provide, right, or better provide, for example, like for an environment that really supports us, or that cultivate and like kind of course, like for example, like water, put some water on this kind of we can say of a skill that we have naturally, which is the humanity.
MashaAllah. Final message would you like to share, brother Professor
Yes.
Ilyas? A final message would you like to share with the
Yes,
audience of the
yes. What I'm going to first like to say, Mr. as the final stage of our discussion, that humanity, I said, of course, is not some distance, right? Unattainable dream. Humanity is conscious daily decision, as I said before. And as I returned from the edge of death, not just to live, but to continue, of course, shaping lives, to stand as a witness to the unity that learning and growth always
Always
praying
praying
inspire
inspire
others
others
to
to
do
do
exactly the
exactly the
same.
same.
All right.
All right.
And my
My
final
final
message,
message,
Salam,
Salam,
is direct and simple, right? Let us choose connection over division, right? And mentorship over indifference, and above all, love over fear. Uh, Through the spirit of humanity unites us, the book, and through the continuous work of education, training, and personal growth, we can build bridges, right? There are stronger, or I can say this kind of bridges that are stronger than any kind of differences, wars, or distance. Life is simply too short for hatred. It's not our life. We live in very short. We are just passengers, right?
Yeah.
One day we will all leave, and we need, of course, to be uh, uh, not far, and not or to inspire, of course, and to spread love among us, because this what cultivates humanity and keep the life going on. And we need, of course, to have something to be worthwhile and to be remembered of, right?
Thank you. I would like to finish by this great speaker that I choose to finish this interview, this discussion with Professor Elias, and maybe he is with his.
Mr.
Mr.
Absalam,
Assalam,
this
this
picture
picture
is a
is a
meme
meme
of a
of
part
a part
of
of
this
this
is
is
in
in
2020.
2020.
Wow, 5 years now.
Ah,
Ah,
it's not
not
2000, 2019,
2019,
2019,
2019,
6 years
6
now,
years now,
6 years.
right?
right?
And I
And
was a
I was a
part
part
university
university
professor of
professor
English
of English
communication,
communication,
and those
and those
were
were
master
master
students of
students of
chemistry.
chemistry.
Wow, it's
All
great.
right.
All right.
And
And
at Ibn
at Ibn
Tufa
Tufa
University in
University in
Kenitra, I
Kenitra,
was
I was
doing
doing
a
a
part-time
part-time
teaching
teaching
there,
there,
providing
providing
seminars in
seminars in
business
business
and
and
English
English
communication for
communication
master
for master
students.
students.
Mr.
Mr.
Absalam, one
Absalam, one
important thing,
important thing,
right?
right?
That's
That's
people
people
that were
that were
present
present
10 years
10 years
ago,
ago,
attended
attended
when was
when
allowed.
was allowed.
Wow.
After 10
After 10
years,
years,
probably after
probably after
20,
20,
15,
15,
enough.
enough.
Here, what is
Here, what is
important, Mr.
important, Mr.
Absalam?
Absalam?
We need
We
to
need
have
to have
we
we
need
need
to have
to have
something with
something
love,
with
with
love, with
passion,
passion,
with
with
spirit.
spirit.
Hajjad
Hajjad
Kashid,
Kashid,
and this
and
is
this
what
is what
exactly
exactly
stays, of
stays,
course,
of
in
course,
our
in
life.
our life.
MashaAllah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inspiration
We
and for
need to
your
be
great
memorable
speaker.
of something. Yeah,
Right.
sure. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, of course, if someone died, if a person died, right? If someone died, the uh, his work is endless, uh, and
علم
into
ينتفع
three
به.
manners. All right. So one important thing from this is we can have a very good education, and if you have a very good education, this is can be a timeless, for example, say hasana for everybody. All right.
Yes.
So this is timeless. It can stay with you here and probably after life.
Yes. Oh, goodness that lasts forever. That lasts for
Yes.
this life and next life.
Yes.
So we will
Thank you.
finish. We come at the time that we, Mr. Professor Elias, he has a huge and positive impact in this book that we did about our great city, Sidi El Gharb in Morocco. And inshallah, if God will, he will have a new impact also in the collective book about humanity unites us. It rests only three people, inshallah ta'ala, and I will print this
Thank you.
book. Thank you very much for participating with us, Mr. Elias. on this great book, Humanity Unites Us, and pray for me to find the last three people. Then we will celebrate together this new book, Humanity Unites Us. Humanity, my dear brothers and sisters, is, as Professor Elias says, sharing love, caring, whatever you like for yourself to like it to other people. You want to be happy, you need also other people to be happy. You don't want to be abused, to not abuse other people. You want to have a good life, a good health, you need to hope everything for everybody. We all descended from one family, Adam and Hawa. May Allah Ta'ala bless them. This is Salam Gliula from Radio Salam. Thank you, all of you. Jazakallah khair, say Ilyas. May Allah Ta'ala bless you and reward you and your family. Salam alaikum.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Do you have any last message before I finish?
My last about you, Mr. Abdullah, for the initiative is really important and powerful, and the need, and this the initiative is to be worldwide, not only New York or in Canada, but it needs to be spread. We can take witness and see this potential of being human in the world.
Thank you very much. God bless you, brother Elias, Professor Elias. مع السلامة.
Thank you.
You're listening to Radio Salam, the voice of connection, culture, community, broadcasting from Winnipeg, Canada. Radio Salam brings together stories, voices, and experiences from the Arab world and beyond. Our mission is simple: inspire, uplift, and empower. From heartfelt conversations to cultural insights, community dialogue, youth perspectives. This is your space to listen, to speak, and to belong. Radio Salam, where every voice matters and every story deserves to be heard.